Hey guys, Austin here, and welcome back to yet another Minecraft mod showcase here on the channel. We have another mod today that is in Minecraft 1.20.1, and a mod that has existed for a while now that I'm sure some of you have seen in past mod packs that you've played, etc. But nonetheless, we are going over today the useless sword mod. I don't know why it's called just sword, like singular, not swords plural, but that's what the title says, so that's what we're going off of. It is updated today to Minecraft 1.20.1. So if you guys do not know, the useless swords mod essentially adds in a bunch of totally not useless swords that you can craft with normal vanilla weapons. It adds in a few modded items as well to help with the crafting, and it makes you use get a ton of overpowered weapons. So we're gonna go over exactly what each one of those does today. Of course, if you guys have been enjoying the showcase on show, leave a like on this video. Let me know in the comments down below which sword I go over is your favorite, and if you've been using this mod yourself. And if you do plan on using this mod for yourself, the down for it will be linked in the description. Let's get into this, and we have a lot to go over. So first off, I'm going to go over some of the materials that you can make in your world now. We have the gold ingot and iron ingot, which is a combination of literally gold and iron. You stack them together and they smush together. We have wither blood, which is going to be acquired from you get that from the wither. The alloy ingot, which is crafted by smelting the gold and iron ingots together. We have the guardian spikes, which you get from killing the guardians. The dragon scale, which is crafted from decrafting a dragon egg into 8 scales, which is pretty interesting. The silver ingot, which is found in dungeon chests, specifically pillager outposts. You can get them in stacks of 14 to 28, as you can see right here, and has 11% drop. We have the Valhalla ingot, which is crafted with a diamond block, 4 feathers, and 4 iron ingots, and you get yourself 4 of those. And the Ravager leather, which, as you can guess, if you kill a Ravager in Minecraft, you will acquire this item. And most of the sorts that we're going to go over are themed after specific things in Minecraft, items, mobs, etc. So we're going to go over each one individually and sort of go over the crafting recipe and what each weapon does. So let's start things off with the cactus sword. Alright, so the cactus sword right here, as you can see, it is the weakest. It's a 6.5 attack damage, it has 1.6 attack speed, and if you hold shift, it says deal cactus damage to you. So it's not really that good of a weapon, and it even will give you a cactus sort of like hitting you animation. Not animation, but like feeling. So this hurts you. You don't want this sword. Moving on, we have the alloy sword. So the alloy sword is 7 attack damage, 1.4 attack speed, and it can be charged with lightning. So if you are struck by lightning, I'm actually going to try to summon lightning on myself real quick. So as you can see, we have charged the sword. It now does 8 attack damage and 4 attack speed, which makes it an extremely fast hitting weapon. But under the circumstances of you have to literally be struck by lightning for the sword to work properly, probably not that good of a weapon. Next up, the Prismarine sword. The Prismarine sword does 6.5 attack damage, has 1.75 attack speed, and it deals 20 more damage to guardians. So you're only going to want to make this weapon if you are fighting guardians. And I completely forgot to go over the crafting recipes for these, might be. So the cactus sword is crafted with 2 cactus and a stick. The alloy sword is, when it is not charged, is crafted with, give me a second, crafted with 2 alloy ingots and a stick. And the prismarine sword is crafted with 2 prismarine shards, 2 prismarine crystals, and a stick. And I will not forget to go over the crafting recipes going forward. The netherrack sword. So this bad boy right here is crafted with 2 netherrack and 1 cobblestone, and it does 5 attack damage, 1.5 attack speed. It has no ability so far. That is literally what it is a netherrack sword. Next up, we have the endstone sword. Pretty self-explanatory again. 6 attack damage, 1.6 attack speed, and is crafted with 2 endstone and cobblestone. You might be asking yourselves, well, Austin, these two have no abilities. Why would I make them? Well, they are actually used in future crafting recipes for other weapons. That is why they exist. Next up, we have the thorny wooden sword. So the thorny wooden sword, like this, has 4.5 attack damage and 1.6 attack speed, and its crafting recipe is a wooden sword, 2 guardian spikes, and 2 string. It doesn't have any ability, it's saying, but I feel like it should, considering it's made with guardian things. But next up, we have the guardian sword itself. So the guardian sword here is 8.5 attack damage, 1.6 attack speed, and it will give you dolphin grace, water breathing, conduit power and strength effect in water, and it is crafted with the Prismarine sword, a Prismarine shard, 2 guardian spikes, and a conduit, and that is how you get this sword. So now we're getting into the pretty crazy sword. It's actually pretty big when you throw it on the ground. Next up, we have the Beacon Sword. The Beacon Sword is 8 attack damage, 2 attack speed. It turns minerals into potion effects. So I'm not entirely sure what that exactly means. If it's like when you mine up minerals, you will get potion effects randomly. But it is crafted with a stick, 2 obsidian, a diamond, and a beacon. So this is going to be after you make the wither. You are going to slay the wither, I should say. You will be able to make this beacon sword. Next up, probably in my opinion, the most overpowered sword that you're going to want to make, the Sword of Undying. So the Sword of Undying has 9 attack damage, 1.6 attack speed, and its description have a regeneration and absorption effect. So essentially you will constantly be absorbing hits and regenerating. It's crafted with 3 totems of Undying, 1 emerald, and 1 diamond. You can tell by based on this crafting recipe, it's a pretty overpowered weapon. Next up, the Nether Crystal Sword. The Nether Crystal Sword does 10.5 attack damage, 1.6 attack speed, and it will smelt an item in your offhand, give wither effect, and have a strength effect in the nether. So again, another weapon that requires you to be somewhere for it to have its potential unleashed. But it crafts with a netherrack sword, 2 magma cream, 1 blaze rod, 2 netherrack, and a nether star. So again, the wither needs to be slain in order to craft this weapon. Next up, the wither sword itself. So as you're probably guessing, the wither sword, you're going to need to get the wither killed for this, but it does 13.5 attack damage, 1.7 attack speed, and it gives the wither effect, gives you a wither rage effect, and it will hurt the entities around you. So you don't want to hold this whenever you're in your farms, but it is crafted with 3 nether stars, 3 diamond swords, 2 coal, and a blaze rod. Pretty crazy weapon, I have to say. And next up, we have the Ender Crystal Sword. The Ender Crystal Sword, 10 attack damage, 1.6 attack speed. It will set a position, and you can teleport the enemy and have a strength effect in the end. So you can actually teleport entities with this, and it's crafted with the Endstone Sword, Blaze Rod, Eye of Ender, 2 purple blocks, and 2 of the Dragon Scale item. We finally are using the Dragon Scale in recipes. Following that, we have the Valhalla Sword. So the Valhalla Sword does 7.5 attack damage, 1.8 attack speed. It will give a levitation effect, and if you sneak, you have a slow falling effect. So this sort of lets you fly and descend at will, and it's pretty tiny also. The Turtle Sword, self-explanatory weapon, again, 5.5 attack damage, 1.6 attack speed, and it will block enemy attacks, which is a pretty interesting one. It's crafted with the scoots. Don't murder turtles in Minecraft. They're adorable things. Iron ingot and stick. So if you want to be a monster, I guess you can craft this weapon. Next up, the Pillager Dagger. Again, from the Pillagers, 6.5 attack damage, 4 attack speed, so it's a pretty quick weapon. And it's crafted with, if you have this show up when you have your just enough items show up where it says empty tag, that essentially means you do not have a mod installed that gives you this item. So it's looking for a silver ingot. And since I'm in just vanilla Minecraft with this mod, we do not have a mod installed that gives silver ingots, but you can tell this mod has compatibility with other mods, which I will go over once we are done with all the swords. But it's crafted with stick and silver ingots, which we do not have. The Ravager Sword. Ravager Sword is 16 attack damage, 1.1 attack speed, and it will launch enemies into the air. It's crafted with Ravager leather, an emerald, a stick, and 2 silver ingots. Once again, silver is not in Minecraft, so you're gonna have to have a mod installed that provides you with that. The Charge Sword, we already went over. That was the getting struck by lightning with the alloy sword. We have the Tamed Sword. The Tamed Sword is 5 attack damage, 1.8 attack speed. It will allow you to ride enemies. It's crafted with 2 wheat, 2 golden carrots, and an emerald, which is really nice. And the final weapon, the Basalt Broadsword, which I feel like is a reference to Berserk right here, but it's a crazy weapon, does 9.5 attack speed, or it does 9.5 attack damage, 0.1 attack speed. It's the slowest weapon, but it looks pretty cool, I gotta say. And I feel like I said, this was added for all the Dark Souls players or the people that have watched Berserk or read Berserk. I think that weapon is for you. Now, after all the swords are done, there are 3 armor sets that you can wear: the Valhalla set, the Shulker set, and the Emerald set. The Valhalla set, if you wear the full set, it will give you a speed effect, and if you sneak, as you can see, and is crafted with the Valhalla ingots. The Shulker set will remove a levitation effect on you, so you're essentially immune to the Shulkers, and it's crafted with Shulker shell boxes. And the Emerald set probably the best set too, where it will give you a constant hero of the village effect, and you'll have a slow falling effect, and that's just crafted with emeralds. So if you guys want to have a mod that gives you emerald armor, this is the mod to have installed for you. Again, I like that this mod focuses on swords but still gives you a little bit of armor to wear as well if you so desire. And one more thing to mention about all these swords is, yes, mobs can spawn wielding them. I'm not sure if all of the weapons work like that, but a few of these swords I have seen mobs wear in the past when I used to use this mod back in the day. I'm not entirely sure if that's changed or not. You guys can let me know if you've witnessed in 1.20 a mob wielding one of these swords. And one more thing to note, this is for all the people that have watched my series in the past. Can someone let me know, have I reviewed this mod before? Because I looked at my channel and I apparently have never reviewed this mod, but I feel like I have. So I don't know if something weird happened there or not. But apparently I've never reviewed this mod. I feel like I did though. Like, looking through this mod when I was setting this up, I swear I've reviewed this mod. Maybe I've just used it before in the past. Unclear. Either way, though, guys, that is going to do it for this mod showcase. If you enjoyed, consider leaving a like on this video, subscribing if you are new, and oh, I forgot to mention, wait, don't close off yet. I forgot to go over all the mods this is compatible with. So the Use the Sword mod is also compatible with the Aquaculture mod, the Create mod, Alex's Mobs, Druidcraft, Botania, Updated Aquatic, the Savage and Ravage mod, the Endergenic Expansion mod, and the Twilight Forest mod. So if you have those mods installed, you will get a plethora of other swords added in with this mod as well. And if I remember, I will include a picture on screen of all the other swords that are compatible that will be added in if you have those mods installed as well. Either way, though, guys, it has been a fun showcase, and I hope you all did enjoy, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe. Goodbye.